Hello, guys. This is your buddy Lawrence. I'm coming to you today with just a bit of a game changer. Um, there's this company. It's called Banners Broker. It was introduced to me by a few of my associates that were in Empower Network that were looking to generate traffic for their Empower Network business. However, you know, due to research and diligence on my part, I've come to discover that Banners Broker is actually a very good standalone business. And by that I mean I'm acquainted with people that have already generated $1 million with this business alone. I just noticed as I came onto the site before starting this video that there's 100,000 affiliates that they've just reached, which is a milestone. However, that's a small number because this business is actually marketed worldwide, meaning that you pretty much have affiliates for Banners Broker in every country in the world. It's not limited to English-speaking countries or or uh, or countries in the Western Hemisphere. You can generally do this from anywhere around the world. So there's also you can set up a free account. You can try it before you buy it, but it is a definite winner. Um, I don't endorse things that I don't believe in. It is a definite way of generating some income. Uh, semi-passively, mostly passively, because it's not something that you have to do every day. But if you have the time, if you do it right, you can definitely generate six figures in a fairly reasonable amount of time. And if you stick with it and do it properly, you can definitely make $1 million doing this. I know people now that have made $1 million with this product. So what I wanted to kind of do is just give you an idea. This Banners Broker, they promote banners. Uh, you have the opportunity of just advertising or and having your banner promoted, or you can be a publisher where you allow for Banners Broker to promote banners on your website, or you can participate in the ad publisher combo, which is something that I recommend. It was recommended to me. It allows for you to advertise, your affiliate site or your business online and generate revenue at the same time. So what I want to do is just kind of go, and you'll see it right here. What I want to do is just go into the back office and kind of show you what's going on. I just got started on this not even a full month ago. Uh, and let's see. Click on here. Oh, that's not it. You know what? Let me just log out and log back in. So this is very authentic. I'm not editing this at all. So I'm just going to log in with my email and password. And understand it did take a few days to set up the e-wallet. You have to set up an e-wallet through Payza if you're familiar with Payza or Solid Pay Trust. Payza was a little easier. It was more difficult Payza a few months ago to get things set up, but if you're familiar with it, it's somewhat of a competitor with PayPal, and they've made the process a lot easier. It took about 5 or 6 days for my money to show up in the e-wallet for Banners Broker in order to purchase the panels. Now you have 6 panels. Let's see, yellow, purple, blue, green, red, and black, and each one has a price associated with it. The yellow panel, you have to start off with $25. 15 of that is an admin fee that they charge every month. For the purple, it's going to be $55, including the $15 admin. The blue, $145. The green, $415. The red, let's see, I believe it's, let me just double check. Not quite there yet, so like say if I wanted to upgrade to the red. Okay, cost of the package is $12.25, and the black $3,655. Now you do have the ability to upgrade. If you start off with a small package, you can upgrade within a month and not have to pay the full price of the package. You just pay the difference. Now Basically, I do have banners that I am promoting. If you go to manage inventory, well, excuse me, campaigns, manage campaigns. Right now, I have two campaigns going on. One is for Empower Network, and the other is for a software that I just got started with actually yesterday, called Instant Cash plugin. And as you can see, I have 1,000 that free impressions that I received, and which I started off with the Empower Network, and 1,000 that came with the yellow panel for Instant Cash plugin. And it gives you a report. You can see the used impressions. You can also see how many the total amount of impressions that you had for the campaign, and you can view the report to see the click-through. So you can see a click-through rate here and the click-through ratio. So you do have that to review, see which banners are working, which banners aren't working. You have the ability of doing a blind campaign or a choice campaign. There's a difference. Don't want to go into it too much right now, but it's a way of getting traffic generated, and basically I'm going to upgrade this probably within a week to the purple and then to the blue, because I would definitely want to get more traffic out there so I can promote these different products. You can run 3 campaigns at the same time. If you look, let me go to my panel that I'm starting off with. Right now you can see I'm in the complimentary phase where I don't have to purchase any traffic. The panel, that's what you're going to wind up with. This panel starts off at $10. You have a $15 admin fee. So it's going to essentially double to $20 once it's completed. I have the repurchase setting to 100. So basically once it's completed, this panel, I'm going to get 2 panels. And that's going to be for 20 and 20. So once both those panels complete, it's going to go to $40. So basically $10 is turning into 20, and then 20 into 40. You can't really estimate the amount of time. It could be 2 weeks, it could be 4 weeks, but you just have to kind of monitor. The number of banners makes a difference as far as your personal impressions of the website you're trying to promote. But this is definitely a game changer, guys. And again, there's already got people that have made $1 million on this within, a year to a year and a half, 1 year to 18 months as the time frame. It's probably one of the easiest things online to make money. It's not going to eat up a lot of your time. There's a little bit of a strategy, but I can go into that a little bit later. I'm not editing this. I'm just keeping it all as authentic as possible. So what I want to do is just kind of give you guys a day-to-day outline as far as how things are progressing with Banners Broker. You see I'm starting off small, and I just want to kind of chronicle daily how the progression is going, and you start to see how the money starts rolling in, and hopefully that will encourage you as to whether it's something that you want to consider as far as a money-making venture. My goal, guys, is to get as many people out of the traditional job market as possible. I think it's a slavery model. I don't think it's productive. I think it rots away your brain. You don't get to use your talents. This will definitely free up your time. It'll provide the motivation you need to start looking into other things. And I'm not saying that you necessarily have to keep it as a standalone, but it'll allow for you to look at other options as well. You want to have multiple streams of income, and this is definitely one that I recommend. So this is Banners Broker. I'm going to go ahead to end this video now and kind of follow up with some additional videos in the future, just so you can see how things are progressing, and I will talk to you then.